Today we're going to be working on our super large diamond painting, and I'm going to show you a couple of tips and techniques that you may not know. You might already know them. Hopefully these help you with your diamond painting. If you've got other tips or techniques, be sure to leave comments below, subscribe, like, all those other things that we do on YouTube. Thank you very much for all the followers and the views thus far. So to begin with, let's get our diamond painting out. And remember, because it's this big, to store it, we use one of these hangers and we just leave it in the closet. And when it's time to diamond paint, we pull it out and we bring it and we place it down on our surface. I like to use some tape to tape everything in place. I'm going to start with what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on this area right here. Show you a couple of tips and techniques for working with a large diamond painting. And maybe a tip or a technique you've never seen before. So let's put a little bit of tape down on this side. And we'll go up and we'll put a little tape up on this edge over here. And take the tape, but then I'm going to stretch the diamond painting to make sure it's stretched out a little bit. There we go. Okay, nice and tight. We're not going to work here. We're going to work on this area right here. I've already done I got a little bit of a head start. I had some issues because of the way I was sitting and everything, but hopefully those will, I figured those out. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do with a large diamond painting is you're going to want to have either a very big tray or a lot of trays. In this case, I'm using a lot of trays because I don't want to spend all my time shaking diamonds. I want to spend my time diamond painting. So we're going to fill the tray moderately. Don't want to overflow it. Put the diamonds back. And we shake each one of them flat and then tilt it. That was not a good shake. We really want to lay these out nice for the multi-placer pen. There you go. That's pretty nice. This one's working out very nice. I never try and get greedy with this, but I don't want the upside down ones in the middle. They will slow us down. Okay, that's good. This technique works best for me. You probably have your own techniques, but I find when I tilt it forward and rock it side by side, I can get some nice rows. Okay. That's the first technique, is you want to use a lot of diamonds, and the reason you want to do that, oops, sorry about that, is you don't want to spend your time shaking diamonds. You want to get a good rhythm going with your diamond painting, especially when you have a multi-placer like this, because you can really get a good rhythm going. That's increased speed. Of course, we're using our checkerboard pattern up here, right? Because that helps us, that is easier to fill in later. Right. And you can see the importance of a good shake for your diamonds. And if you can get 6 on each one of your multi-placers, that's even better. So that'll help you go faster. And of course, because we did the checkerboard pattern, it's really easy to fill in. You don't have to look, you can just place them where they're not, and you know they'll go right in. I will straighten these out. I've got one really bad row that I'm going to probably have to go back and doctor a little bit. But because I've placed these out in 3 different trays, as soon as this tray is done, stop, I can just move the tray to the end of the rotation and start with the next tray. This is kind of nerve-wracking because our giant 30-pound cat just walked into the room. I don't know if you heard him walk into the background. I'm almost 100% certain he's not going to jump up here. He doesn't do those sort of things. His name is Mushu. He's jet black. He's about, I think, 2 years old. And when we got him, he was the runt of, he was a stray cat, and he was the runt. I think I've told this story before, but when he got to our house and he found out he could just eat continuously, that's what he did. And now he's probably 30 pounds, and he's the nicest mannered cat you've ever seen. Okay, enough about cats, enough about that. Here's the other technique I would like to show you is every once in a while, what happens if you've got a multi-placer and it's time to put more wax in it, and you've either run out of wax or you don't have enough wax, okay, or you don't think you can get a good cut into that because there's no pattern. Well, there's a fix to that. If you're short on wax, don't throw your old wax away, just throw it in here like this, and you've just consolidated your wax, and now you can take your multi-placer and go right back in. Okay, just like that. But you guys get the point on that. So never throw away little pieces of wax if you're getting low, and never fret if your pattern's not exactly perfect in your wax. You can always roll it up and use it that way. What if you're out of wax? Okay, here's another technique. Let's take some double-sided tape right here. Take off just a little piece. And stick it onto the end, like so. Fold it over, tight. You gotta keep it tight. Okay. Tight, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've kept that tight. Kept the edges in, because you know these gems will stick to anything. Will double-sided tape work for placing gems? Yes, it will. So if you're ever out of wax, or you just want to try something new, you can try the double-sided tape, and it works very well. I'm going really slow because I'm not sitting properly because I've got a camera going and I don't want to bump it. But you can see how the double-sided tape will work. I think that's really cool. And because we had the 3 trays lined up, look how much we've done very quickly. So when you're confronted with a large diamond painting, get a big tray or fill in several trays. Use your multi-placer pen. If you're running low on wax, you can consolidate wax, no problem. If you run out of wax or you'd like to try something new, you can always use double-sided tape. And that appears to be working very, very well. I do not know how long the double-sided tape would last, but I suspect I've already done 3 placements with it and it's still sticky, and I don't see any end in sight. These gems are popping right up off of this tray and they're going down nicely. You guys can see that. So, whoops, that's why you got to make sure the edges are clear. You can see they're just picking up and they're going down perfectly. That was a bad placement, right? So we have to push those all up, but we don't want to get bogged down in this video talking about these things. So I hope these tips and techniques are helpful. If you like them, leave a comment, subscribe, and stick around our channel for more helpful tips and techniques on how to do diamond painting. Thank you very much.